Yeah, like we heard somebody the other day and they were kind of saying like, oh, well, my husband doesn't want me to leave the house. He wants me to stay home and you know, do these things. And I was like, yeah, of course he does, because he thinks if you're staying at home, you're doing the responsibilities of the house.
Right.
And if you're away from the house, then you are neglecting your responsibilities at the house. And he has less control now. The house is going to be a disgrace and all that. And
and if he has to work all day, then you need to stay home and work all day. Is that another thing?
Right. It's a trade-off. Like, I'm doing my job. I'm leaving. I'm doing my job. Now you have to stay home and do your job.
So if any guy is listening, I would like to say the problem with that is when you get home, you get to stop. So the woman taking care of kids, taking care of the house, taking care of food never gets to stop. All day and all night, she's taking care of a kid, getting up in the night with the kid. So how is that fair if she never gets to go anywhere? Play date, even if it's just bringing the kids play dates, a pool, the springs or whatever, using the gas. You know, they live way out of town, so to drive to town or to drive anywhere is using gas. I mean, to expect that the woman is 24/7, you only have to go to work for a certain amount of time, and then you get to come home and just like put your feet up and take a break, you know? And even a lot of times I think guys come home and are just really grumpy, just really irritable. So now you're going to come home and dump all your irritation all over your family, you know, and not really spend quality time. You're there, but you're really not there. You're not really spending that quality time. I mean, listen, being an adult, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's hard. It's hard if you don't have very much money. You're struggling for money. It's even harder, you know. All of these things make a marriage, it just puts so much stress and pressure on a marriage, you know, just having to work all the time, having to take care of kids all the time. It's very mentally and emotionally just hard.
Right. And I definitely, like, I understand when I'm hearing another story of a woman saying something about a man, I'm like, oh yeah, of course, you know, like I understand that completely, you know, even to say, you know, well, I'm the only one working, and so basically that's my car, that's my money you're spending, that's, you know, and being in control. And really what he's basically saying is value me. You know, it's kind of you're like being mean about basically saying, you know, please think I'm good or kind or great to do these things for you. But instead he being mean about it. I was being mean about it, you know, and I got different results. Like, I realized when I was mean to you, it didn't help you blossom.
Well, I'm just gonna shut down,
right?
And get defensive and be like, well, hey, what I do is valuable, you know. And it is hard for, I mean, both men and women, whatever you're doing, to really feel appreciated and valued for what you're doing every day, you know. As a mom, you got babies, you got toddlers, you got kids, whatever, you know. It's very mundane. It's very over and over. We sweep the floor 20 times. We wipe the counters. We make food again. We go to the kitchen again. We're cleaning up the rooms again. We're doing laundry again. It's the same thing over and over. And everything we do, we have to do with a kid, like asking for stuff right here in our face the whole time. I mean, I just wonder how many guys would do good if they had to do their whole job with you know, a kid yelling and screaming the whole time or fighting in the background. I mean, it's maddening.
I bring my kids to work and I'm like, after an hour or two, okay, now leave, you know. And I'm even trying to give them other things in the office, you know, okay, do this, do that, do this, you know, get away basically. Right. You know, let me have my own time, my own space. And like, even the thing for me is, you know, I would go to different jobs, meet new people, have different challenges every day that were different, unique. And so I'm kind of always moving, thinking, talking, you know, and then you come home, and I come home to you and it's like, you know, well, I need more clothes. I need this. Well, why didn't you go to the grocery store? Well, and like you said, it's all the repetitive stuff. And when it's repetitive, it's not the greatest feeling to jump up and accomplish it, you know? Yeah,
it's terrible. I hate it.
You know, as soon as you get it done, there's going to be more. It's like that kind of that never accomplishing feeling, you know?
I've always been a stay-at-home mom, and I've always been jealous of moms that get to go to work. And I say it just like that. You get to go to work because you get to go to a place where you're just focusing on that job, you know, whatever it is. and you get to actually focus on that job, and you get to get up and go to the bathroom, like whenever you want. You get to sit and eat your lunch with just you and your food. You don't have to make food for 4 other people first, I think that guys and girls could it could go a long way for your marriage to sit down and try to understand the other person's day, the other person's however they're thinking. So if you say that you don't feel valued and appreciated going to work every day, well, then I want to hear about it. I want to hear what you go through, as a boss, as having a company, the really hard days, the really, the great days, whatever it is, I want to hear about it, because it helps me then understand, okay, some days you might come home and be like, man, today was real rough. It was really bad. I had all these calls. Then it was like, and I'm like, okay. So now I'm going to have compassion. I'm have understanding. We can figure it out. I'm not going to like be on your case, when you walk through the door, because I'm also stressed and had a hard day with the kids or whatever, and I mean, and then in reverse, I know a couple that I'm friends with. He would come home and there would just be all this laundry. I mean, they'd put it on the couch and it'd just be a huge pile of laundry that just the clothes keep getting washed but not folded and put away. And he'd they'd put the kids to bed and he'd be like, hey, let's sit down and do the laundry together, both of us, and let's just talk. Like, let's just spend time together. We could watch a movie if you want. I mean, he would kind of give her the option, like, what do you want to do? Do you want to talk? Do you want to spend time together? Do you want to watch the movie? Let's just get the laundry done together. And it's like, even just the fact that he was saying, he came home from his job and said, in a nice, happy, positive way, like, basically, I love you. I want to spend time with you. But at the same time, let's both do the laundry together. Instead of, why can't you ever have this laundry done? Why is this always built up on the couch? Why is this huge pile here? What do you even do all day? Why can't you get the kids to do it? Why can't you? That's
my line.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my
That
line.
is your line.
Get the kids, dang it.
But he didn't say anything about you get the laundry done. He said, I'm going to help you. And also I love you and I want to spend time with you.
We don't have laundry on our couch right now, so thank you for that. But I think one of the things is from me, it's kind of like the thought of, all right, this is your responsibility, so then that's yours.
Right.
This is my responsibility, so then that's mine. And we've definitely talked about that mindset for a long time of, and again, we got right brain people, left brain people, we've got controllers, we've got supporters, we've got all kinds of behavior groups, but and I think that's one of the things is if you can accomplish with your spouse, not that it's your responsibility, but it's our life together,
right,
then it's different,
Well, how much can you give both ways? So for you to come home and say, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you with the house. I'm going to help with the kids. I'm going to help with the dinner, whatever. Well, it should go both ways. I'm like, well, how can I help you? In what way would you appreciate it if I could? Because it's not about. See, here's the problem: when you first get married, you think it's a point system. You think it's like, well, this is how much I've done, and that's like the couple you were saying where he's like, I work all the time and I make the money, so these are all my points. And P.S. guys,
this is where my value is, right?
Yeah, you guys thinking that you make all the money and the mom's staying home that takes care of the kids. You think you have all the points, and she's like got it easy. Like you made 100 points that day and she made 10 because she got to sit down on the couch once in a while, throughout that day. And the house is still a mess when you got home. So you think that she made, maybe 8 or 9 points.
Right. It looks like she's done nothing,
Right.
And it's like, I've done all this. I've felt all that. I've been yelled at by my boss. I got all this pressure.
Right.
And, that's one thing.
You think your points hold more value or you made more points. That's how early marriage is. You are thinking about marriage on a point system, and it's not that way at all. It's more like throw all that away. Who cares what he's done? Who cares what you've done? And how can I help you really? I mean, how can I more understand what you've gone through in the day and go above and beyond. See, that's the law. The law says this is justice, this is right and wrong, everything's black and white. But love and grace says, it's not because you deserve it. It's because I love you. I want to do things. I want to spend time with you. I want to help you in whatever way possible with your job or with your day or whatever I can do. Not because you deserve it, because I want to, you know?
Well, I think for me, one of the things that I never really verbalized, but now looking back on it, would probably say I treated you like I treat everybody else. So if I'm at work and I'm in a disagreement or something, I'm a fighter against them. It's like, oh no, I gotta do it this way. It's like me against the world. And I think when I came home, I was still me against you. It was kind of like, I've got to win this fight. I've got to say this. I've got to do this. She's got to do that. And and
an employee, like you were the boss. You're the boss. You're the boss of your company. So you'd come home like you were my boss, and like the house was
get it done, woman.
The house was the company. And the kids and me are like your employees.
Right.
And you were like, you work for me.
Right. We get used to kind of the arena that we're in. And so, if I would raise my voice at my guys if they did something stupid or wrong. And then, I'd come home and I was like, well, it worked at the job site. Let me try it here, And so I remember one time I was like, my gosh, why is it that we fight so much? And it's like, because if I'm being honest, it's I want to win, not I want us to win. If I want us to win, then there would be no fighting, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if I want us to achieve greatness, if I want us to have this wonderful life together, I would never fight with you because there's no benefit in me winning. Because basically you have to win also, And for me, I did not recognize this. I recognized kind of at the point where you ended up standing up for yourself. You're kind of like, you can't talk to me like this. You can't do this. Like you're doing very bad, and you'd call me out on my junk. And I was sitting there and I'd be like, oh, interesting, And if I can get away with it at work, and then I can come home and I get away with it at home, over and over and over. It wasn't really until our relationship changed, until you finally said, I'm valuable, I'm important.